Here's a problem that seems to have become an epidemic. Cloudy, faded headlights, caused by ultraviolet light from the sun. It attacks the surface of the plastic and causes the original OEM coatings to craze or pit just in the first few years of a new vehicle. This visual effect of this damage doesn't just affect the vehicle's appearance, yet it has attacked the pure safety that headlamps were intended for the purposes of driving at night. Until now, high-tech industry introduces Magna Shine's Headlight Repair Kit, item number HRK01. The Magna Headlight Repair Kit includes 12 silicone carbide micro sanding sheets, 1 2-ounce bottle of lens cleaner, 1 2-ounce bottle of Magna Shine seal coat, 1 lint-free microfiber cloth, 1 pair of safety gloves, 4 foam applicators, and instructions. The 12 included silicone carbide micro sanding sheets include the following: 4 heavy cut, which is clearly marked as 400 on the back of each sheet, 4 medium cut, which is marked as 1000 on the back of each sheet, and then 4 polish, which is clearly marked with 2000 on the back of each sheet. The first step is to completely tape around headlight. This will prevent chemicals and silicone carbide sheets from damaging any painted surfaces. For very severe damage, when the lens has pitting or a rough scale-like surface, start with the 400 grit silicone carbide sheets. The lens that we have chosen to restore today is a good example of when to use 400 grit silicone carbide sheets. Make sure to keep the lens and your silicone carbide sheets moist with lens cleaner. The silicone carbide sheets and lens cleaner activate one another to cut through old contamination. Make sure to rub from side to side, removing the old contamination. Then, starting at one corner, re-scrub with an up and down motion in order to completely remove all old contamination. Now, with the microfiber towel that's included in the kit, simply wipe lens completely dry. Now that the lens is dry, take a closer look. If you see any high spots or gloss spots or patches as you see in this picture, this needs to be re-cleaned with your silicone carbide sheets. Re-clean it before going on to the next step. Now, wipe the lens dry with a microfiber towel. Now we're going to use the silicone carbide sheets of 1000. Simply re-clean the lens by going side to side, back and forth across the whole lens. As soon as that's done, go up and down all the way across the lens from top to bottom. Now completely wipe dry with your microfiber towel. Now we move on to using silicone carbide sheets 2000. This is the last stage to repairing a very severe lens, or it can be your first stage on repairing a very lightly lens. We do the same process as before, simply going back and forth and up and down. Now for the final time, we're going to re-clean the lens and completely thoroughly dry it. Begin by placing 4 to 7 drops of lens coat on one side of the foam brush. Then turn it over and place another 3 to 4 drops on the other side. Now using the foam brush that has been applied with lens coat, start on one corner and work your way from one corner to the other corner on the lower side of the lens, and then gradually work up the lens. Magna Shine Seal Coat has been specially designed to be scratch resistant, has a UV inhibitor, and it will never chip, peel, oxidize, or turn yellow. Magna Shine Seal Coat forms a chemical bond, becoming an integral part of the lens. Visibility on road is an utmost vital part of our safety for evening driving. Today there are millions of vehicles on the road with damaged headlights. These poor conditions compromise the clarity and intensity of the lenses, not to mention what it does for the appearance of these vehicles. But with high-tech industries, Magna Shine Headlight Repair Kit, the clarity of these lenses High-Tech Industries Magna Headlight Repair Kit. Item number HRK01.